As a living, breathing entrepreneur in this space, you're living this every day. You're seeing the kind of people coming in, how they're like, how profound do you think this sort of shift towards a social plus wellness model is, for people's lives or as a business, and just sort of from your own experience living it, and maybe one prediction if you have for how it'll change?
Yeah, I mean, it's a loaded question. There,
That's why I said it.
I honestly think it's everything.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, this social component, this human connection component, we've always known, even within research, like giving someone a hug can lower their cortisol levels. Now finding these new ways to interact with people, when you're trying to build these amazing new connections or strengthening existing ones, it's always usually around drinking, which is a dissociative and a depressant. So it's,
Yeah.
People have these false connections and they wonder why they feel so lonely, even if they are social.
Yeah.
And I think when you're putting the body in a better state and you're enhancing its physiology and you're also interacting with somebody, not only is it impacting your health, but then it's also strengthening the relationship of who you're with. So
Yeah.
it kind of kills two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
And I think this is also where the environment plays a role. I think, like you were saying, or even now medical facilities are thinking about it differently. When you walk into a hospital setting or a clinical setting, there's a thing called white coat syndrome. You're having this negative physiological response.
Yeah.
Your body's tensing, heart rate goes up. Now we need to reinvent that. We need to create environments that we call it's designed to heal. How can we impact your physiology from the moment you walk in the door?
Yeah.
And I think that's exciting because these environments cultivate the social experience. And then you can look at everything that applies to your senses, and we think about how do we do something that positively impacts your physiology.
Yeah.
And here, down to like the textures, how things are laid out, to materials, to scent, we really have to think about those things.
Yeah. And just quickly, tell us about your expansion plans.
Yeah. So, the end goal is not to create 1 million clubs. The end goal is to create the platform that we can use to provide the free education to teach people how to take care of themselves. Your body is your number one asset, and no one's given you the instruction manual on how it works, never mind how to take care of it. So as we grow and we put these cities all over the country and then eventually globally, once again, the big thing is how do we use that platform to teach? Because right now, I think our healthcare system is we're reactive when things go wrong, and we're dependent on our healthcare professionals. And we need to teach people how to be independent and proactive. And the only way to do that is through education. So, yeah, as we have our next 5 picked out, unannounced. But then we're also building out our educational platform to teach people and using that to really reach the masses. We're also launching our own, what we call tech remedies. So everything that we have in the space, we are now going to be selling, whether it's for remedy rooms in your home to, country clubs, gyms, every single development has reached out to us. And we can't be everywhere, but what we can do is supply everywhere. So you'll see remedy rooms come out this year, tech remedies. We have a very exciting partner that's in the room that we have not announced yet, but we just partnered with someone really big that's going to bring one of my favorites to the masses. And yeah, that's kind of our plans.
Okay, great. I just wanted to hear from someone in the trenches. And scaling is the issue. Like, the reason products and digital wellness have been they're scalable.
Yeah.
Big money. It's harder to scale a social model, an in real life model, but we have to fight for it.
Well,
Yeah.
It's cool because, everyone here, the whole team, we have the best team in the world. Second best.
Okay.
Maybe a tie. But all we do all day is make people feel better. So no matter who walks in the door, our promise is you will always leave feeling better than you walked in.
Yeah.
So to be around that energy all day, and the team's excited, they get to do all their self-care before and after, they work, and then we're just around healthy, happy people.
Yeah.
So it's this really cool energy that's just attracting an amazing team. And, although I've been working on it for 10 years, we've only really been open as a brick and mortar for a little over 3. So this is really just the start. And it's opportunities like this where we can use other people's platforms to make these changes and make a difference, which is so exciting.
Okay, great. Thank you.